Thank you and good afternoon. I was born in Nigeria, a land of strong people, but a land of struggle. Through much perseverance, my parents were able to bring 6-year-old me, my brother, and my sister to America to try and provide a better life for all of us. Coming to America was a difficult adjustment for all of us. It was really vice versa. We came from a friendly neighborhood in a land of not so many opportunities to a rough neighborhood in a country of many, many opportunities. I have few memories of going outside as a kid because there was so much gang activity and the fear of mixing in with the wrong crowd of people that didn't have my best interests. Looking back, I can see that the world around me was a war zone, not necessarily a war zone in the physical, but in the mental. A war zone for the minds of young people that had their vision distorted from anything greater than the streets. In the midst of all of this, I was fortunate to be introduced to the flute at age 9. I immediately, when my teacher, in the first lesson, I remember he played a flute excerpt from Prokofiev's of Peter and the Wolf, and it's a fantastic excerpt. And right then and there, I fell in love with the flute. The sound was just, he sounded incredible, and I was like, I wanted to be that. I wanted to work hard at this and become just as good as he was. I was incredibly privileged to be taken under the wing of Harmony Project. This organization is an organization that champions the bringing together of communities and funding instruments for children that can't afford it or are in situations in neighborhoods where it's really rough and they need a better influence in their lives other than the people around them that are trying to bring them down. So Harmony Project bring and gave me my first flute at the age of 9. And they surrounded me with teachers that genuinely cared about how my progression with my music, with my music and myself, and how I was doing in other aspects of my life. I remember when my teacher, my current teacher today, when I was 10 years old, Amy, one of the first things I thought about when, after a few lessons with her, I was like, no one can be this happy. You know, she brought such an energy to the classroom always, and I'm like, hey, she can't keep this up. But the thing about it is I found out she had such a passion for teaching us, and she enjoyed it so much, and she brought a light to the classroom every single day without failure. And as the months and years went on, it just increased as she got to know us. And Amy's here today, and I just want to thank her. For 12 years, 12 hours a week, I spent in after-school rehearsals and all-day Saturday chamber music rehearsals. The challenge in all of this and the intensiveness of all of this never turned me off to orchestral playing. It only fueled me because I loved it. It was challenging, and I worked hard at it, and I got better, and I saw myself increasing as a person and in my skill. Galileo once said that you can never teach a man anything, you can only help him to find it within himself. And what Harmony Project has taught me in my life is exactly that. That young people everywhere are ready to explode with a creative potential that they might not know it's within them, but by giving them something to channel that magma of creativity out of their cores, you can unleash ambition-chasing initiatives that can carry them in life. So, with my love of playing came my intense love of practicing. Life is filled with those life is good moments Do any of you guys remember when you were little kids and you would wake up in the morning and you would pour a bowl of your favorite cereal and just watch cartoons? Or is that just me? You guys, yeah. Well, as I progressed in the Harmony Project, I got to the point where I enjoyed playing so much that I would get the same gratification for waking up in the morning and playing long tones and scales. And I loved it. It it wasn't boring. My friends would think I was crazy, but yeah. And when I would practice, my teachers taught me to teach myself. When I would practice, they'll teach me that when you want a measure of a piece to be nothing short of perfect, you always have to have a constantly evolving approach to things. You always have to have a lucid consciousness of how you want things to go and not run on autopilot. You have to switch rhythms and have a constant approach to things. And whenever something fails, try another way. They taught us how to beat life just by showing us how to practice. Because when you're going through life, you have to have a clear image of what you want, and you have to have many, many hours of hard work to reach it. This being said, Harmony Project has totally transformed my life and made me someone that I really take pride in being. And on the behalf of the 50 other students that have won the Harmony Project scholarship, I would like to say thank you guys for all of us, for supporting us, and for believing in us. The education that we got from Harmony Project has set a foundation for us to go on to college and made us better people and stronger people and more disciplined people. So thank you.